Hello, I'm Patrick Holper. Welcome to Saving and Investment. In order to have a high standard of living, a country needs high levels of productivity. Productivity is measured as the quantity of goods and services produced in an hour of a worker's time. In order to be productive, a worker needs three things: access to resources, technology, and a good environment. Over time, we would like the workers to have access to more resources and better technology, but that requires investment. And investment is therefore the key for economic growth. The question is, where does that investment come from? Well, perhaps you remember the national income accounting identity for a closed economy. Y equals C plus I plus G. Real GDP equals consumption spending, investment spending by firms, and government expenditures. If we rearrange, moving the C and the G over to the other side, we have Y minus C minus G equals I. And if we subtract consumption spending, household spending, and government expenditures from real GDP, we have national savings. So we conclude that national saving equals investment. That means in order to invest, you have to save. Or if you do not save, you will not invest. And of course, if you do not invest, you will not have more resources or better technology, and therefore your productivity will not increase, and therefore you will not have economic growth or increasing standard of living. Of course, what if you live in an open economy? An open economy has the relationship that Y equals C plus I plus G plus net exports. Rearranging, we get Y minus C minus G minus net exports equals investment. Or national saving minus net exports equals investment. Mathematically, we can see that if net exports are negative, then we'll be able to supplement our own national saving and therefore invest more. If net exports are negative, then we have a trade deficit. Hence, a trade deficit increases our ability to invest. How does that work? Well, if you run a trade deficit, then the value of your imports is greater than the value of your exports. And therefore, foreigners will receive more US dollars than they spend on US goods. They will then have to save those US dollars in somewhere, in a place which accepts US dollars, which is basically the United States. So foreigners will save their US dollars in America. They will save, we will borrow those monies. Of course, how does that work? Well, usually what a foreign entity would do is to buy some US government treasury bills or bonds, short-term borrowing by the US government. Whatever they do with the US dollars, it adds to our national saving, and therefore we have more available for investment. Again, in order to invest, you have to save. You can save either from your own savings, or you can use some of foreign savings. Either way, as those savings go up, your investments will go up. If you invest, you will have more resources and better technology, which will increase your productivity, which leads to economic growth and higher standard of living.